You know, if you're not, violence doesn't make sense unless you're not abused. I would think, you know. And so. But it's worth noting, actually, that, you know, when I kind of made up that fake person, I shut off all emotion. That sensitive kid I had to kill. So I just shut it off. I mean, to the point, and I'm exaggerating, to the point where when I was in that treatment, you know, they asked me, what was it about? It was about feelings. They asked me a question, or it was, I think it was written, it was about feelings. And I was like, can you give me a list of feelings to like pick for? Because I was like, I was so unused to like how do I feel about something? I mean, I was stumped. I was like, I really didn't know how to answer. And I was like, do you guys have like examples so I can like figure out how I feel about it? And actually, that's one of the exercises I did was I would have to like try and feel like, okay, what do I feel? Like, what is it? How can I feel? How in my body can I tell I feel a certain way in my mind, or emotionally, I should say? Because pure emotionally, I don't feel anything.
Have you ever thought about where emotions even fucking come from?
SkinCeuticals Breakthrough CE Formula, powered by a highly effective patented vitamin C formula backed by 35 years of research chosen by medical professionals. CE Formula helps protect skin from damaging free radicals that can cause visible skin aging. It's truly transformative for all. SkinCeuticals CE Formula reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles for brighter, firmer skin. Proven results you can actually see. Trusted by professionals, trusted by you. SkinCeuticals.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your beard perks and stuff. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
Kind of got a sixth sense.
And a head-up display.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get 2.49% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $750 purchase allowance on 2023 Buick Encore GX models.
440.
You might be right.
Again,
Isn't it fucking weird? Where'd they come from?
the only thing I can come up with is I'm a fan of evolutionary psychology, and emotions make sense to reinforce certain behaviors.
I mean, how was it created?
Yeah,
it's a fascinating topic. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of people are hearing this like, oh, did it come from your brain? No, I mean, where the fuck do they come from?
yeah.
If I dissect your brain and cut out a little fucking chunk, am I gonna see sadness? Am I gonna see happiness? Am I gonna see anger? You're not gonna see any of that shit. Where the fuck do they come from?
This is where a hippie would say, from the heart.
All emotions are from the heart, man.
Brain science is, it's interesting to me because, you're trying to understand the system from within that system. It's not gonna go well. You're gonna miss a lot of stuff, but yeah, I had no emotions. And again, make no mistake, I'm still not good at it at all. I say things and I don't realize, like with my girlfriend, I'm saying emotional things, but no emotion. I mean them, but there's no emotion because I don't have emotion. So I'm trying to learn how to feel, and going back to why am I hesitant? Because that's where all the freaking risk is. As soon as you start having feelings, you open yourself up for hurt feelings, negative feelings, it's,
If that's the case, why do you want to feel again?
because that's what feelings is. saying earlier, people are like, oh, when you talk very raw, you're really open. Yeah, but the reason I can do that is because I have no emotion towards it. I can be matter of fact because I don't feel anything. I'll tell you about the worst day of my life. As a fucking kid, I shit my pants at camp, literally. I'm detached from that. I really thought about it. I really focused on it and let the actual emotion happen. Dude, I fucking cried. It was sad as fuck. But it's so hard to get to that place because I'm so shut off.
So, I think a lot of guys can relate to that.
I hope so. I hope so. But that's the irony is, I kind of want to get, like, my goal is to get to a place where I can't talk this candid without it affecting me. Because it doesn't, and that's not healthy. Like, but going back to, that deployment ended. We all did some other stuff too in other places.
What kind of stuff?
Well, it was a fucking nightmare because everyone else was in Baghdad. But this is one of those dangerous things I ever did. So, everyone else was in Baghdad, we were in Fallujah. So if they were doing a mission and they needed us, they would have us drive in civilian unarmored vehicles. You get on the island, you don't get off. Dressed in a certain way from Fallujah back then. Like, Dad drove an Alfa Romeo. Like, the drives were
12:05.
level 10, fucking sketchy. It got to a point, I forget how many times we did it, but finally one was so bad that my team was like, fuck you. Like, you want us to sit a fucking deal, we're not doing it again. It's like, I don't know, 45-minute drive, something like that. But yeah, we got, long story short, we got fucking stuck in traffic. Literally couldn't do a box tent, and fucking all the fighters were leaving Fallujah, and they were fucking walking through the traffic. Dude, what a shit. Done. Dude, we got lucky, but that was probably the only time that I was like, oh shit, like, oh fuck, like, if anything goes wrong, we're dead. There's no way out, we're fucked, we can't even fight back, nothing we can do. So that deployment ended, went back, fucking standard cycle, training, blah, blah, blah. Next trip to, was straight Baghdad. Straight Baghdad, and that was when 05, like, every target was legit, like fucking serious, resistant. It was fucking bad guy, every target was bad guy, like legit fucking bad guys. It was a great deployment. We do, some nights we do, I forget what the record that trip was, either 3 or 4, can't remember, follow-ons.
Damn.
Like, did it hit at 4 or 9? I was at 3 or 4, I can't remember. But yeah, did it hit, because I remember one particular, which had to be this one, that we hit a place, got the guy, had him tell us where the other place was. I can't remember if it was was 3 or 4. But anyways, we ended up, we were there. We ended because the sun was coming up. The birds wouldn't stay. They were quiet for obvious reasons. So we moved up. But yeah, we were out all night long. I mean, it was a great plan. So basically what happened was when we hit the house next door, obviously those fuckers woke up and started, kidding up, and I mean, it was an ambush. As soon as the shooting went off on the front side, so I was the preacher for my team, so, I had to get us in, so I ran, I think it jumped the wall, I don't remember how the fuck, we didn't have a ladder, but anyways, got over the wall, and I don't even remember how I breached the door. Anyway, went in the door, and just, started clearing. And, they were still firing. And then we cleared one room, cleared another room. There's a guy with an AK in there. And then came out, me and another guy ended up being side by side going down the hallway. And then they, I don't know, can't fully explain how I was aware of it, but I was aware that they were shooting, they started shooting, they basically sensed us coming down their hallway wall and then just started shooting through the wall. And so all these bullets came through the wall. And I don't remember looking at the holes, but I remember feeling the shit frag, whatever. And I remember the pressure, the sound, and then the guy next to me got hit. I remember him saying he was hit. I think he was hit 3 or 4 times. I can't remember. And so, not DFQ. We're like, maybe there's a better way. So we went back. We would have kept going, and that is fun. No question. No way if I didn't you guys could down.
1915.
Even a 415. And so we pulled back, and then he assumed he went outside to get medical aid, and then it was me and another guy. And basically, it was a tactical conundrum. which is at the end of a long hallway, you have a door. How do you throw a grenade?